What if I told you that you could make one fun fold and end up with two gorgeous cards? That's exactly what we're going to be doing today. Hello, I'm Julia with Julia Sue Stamping. I'm so glad you're here. If you enjoy fun folds, card making tips, and ideas that you can actually use, then you're in the right place. Please be sure you give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any other crafty ideas. And I also have a free downloadable PDF tutorial just for you. You'll find the link to the blog post with the tutorial right down in the video description. Okay, are you ready to see how one fun fold cut can turn into two gorgeous cards? Let's get started. I have this package of the boutique blooms. And as you can see, it has the most gorgeous flowers on one side. And it's a specialty designer series paper because, as you can see, it's got some gold shimmer on pretty much every one of these pieces. So on the other side, if I can flip it over okay here, are other types of patterns. And these patterns are just simply kind of fun. We do have some other florals, but then we've got some almost geometric patterns and some kind of splatters. And some of these are also a bit of glimmer in there. So I haven't really used this an awful lot yet and thought, well, it's time. Even though it's beautiful paper, I have to cut into it and I need to use it up. That's why I got it. So that's what I chose for today. And a color I have used even less than anything is the cantaloupe, the crisp cantaloupe of the new ink colors from Stampin' Up. So I decided to be brave today, and that is the color I'm going with. I'm beginning with a piece of the crisp cantaloupe cardstock. It is 8.5 by 11. Putting it into my paper trimmer, I'm going to move the cutting blade out of the way, put the paper in so it's at the 5.5 inch mark, and score it all the way up and down. Turning the paper now, I'm also going to score it at the 4.25. Normally at this point, one of these would be where we cut, right? Either at the 4.25 or the 5.5, but not today. We're going to simply score it at the 4.25 and 5.5. Now, I'm going to remove the score blade, and I do that by slightly separating this cutting guide. I'm going to open it up with my finger here and pull the scoring blade out and just set it aside for a moment. That is going to give me enough room in my paper trimmer to do the next step. I'm going to put the point of the paper in the cutting guide on one end and in the cutting guide on the other end so that I have it in both of them. That's going to give me enough room. And I've also experienced the fact that sometimes when you start at the bottom where it's pointy or at the top where it's pointy and you start off of the paper, it ends up kind of bunching the paper up. So I'm going to start with it in the center, kind of. I'm going to go down, give it a cut, and now I'm going to bring it up and cut it all the way as well. And it didn't cut exactly all the way through, so I'm simply going to use my scissors to help finish off that cut. It's barely not all the way through. Now I'm simply going to put the paper in and give it a nice burnish. I've got the bump on the inside, so I'm going to burnish that card. It's all set to go as a fun fold. And then this one is also going to be folded down this way and then in. Once again, I am making sure that the bump is on the inside. Now for decorating that card base. I have two pieces of the Bloom Boutique with the cantaloupe pattern. It's a little bit more of a prevalent color here, is the crisp cantaloupe. And they are each cut to be 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to bring one of them in and I'm going to cut it on the diagonal one way. So I'm going to make sure the top is right there. Bring it down and cut. For the other one, I'm going to have it go the opposite way. So I'm going to have the cut be over here and all trimmed. Now to adhere them to the card base. So I've got one set that is going to be able to go one direction, such as that, and then the other side will go this way. I simply adhere them onto that card base. Same with this one, it's the exact same thing. So I have one piece that'll go this way, and then the other piece that will go that way. You can see how it's easily one fun fold and two cards. Since they're going to be pretty much exactly the same, I'm going to set this one aside and concentrate on making this one with you. Using the liquid adhesive allows me to have just a moment of wiggle room to get everything set. It doesn't take much glue, and I'm using it because I've got these points here. I want to make sure I get everything nice and sticky in there so that it will adhere well to the card base. And it gives me just a second. I'm going to center it on this triangular piece. I'll do the same thing with this other bit. I will put a little bit of the liquid glue in, getting it up to the corners. And then I'm going to center it onto this triangular piece. And this is where you can make this fun fold as simple or as fancy as you want. For the easiest version I have here, I simply stamped Happy Birthday in crisp cantaloupe on a basic white scallop, and I attached it only to the top flap so the card can still open. And honestly, you could stop right there. This is a fabulous option for a beginner stamper, and you could always add some embellishments or ribbon if you'd like. Or we can step it up a little. For this one, I layered the basic white scallop onto a larger crisp cantaloupe scallop with dimensionals and tucked some ribbon that was just wound through here between those layers. This is still very beginner friendly, but look at how much those couple of additions give it a little extra pizzazz. And then we can keep going. This version has lots of layers. It's got ribbon, stamping, texture, and some extra little details. So whether you like quick and simple or you love adding all the things, this fun fold works beautifully either way. And if you want to see how I created this stepped up version, stay with me because that's exactly where we're headed next. I'm using the Boutique Blooms with the die cuts that go with it, the dies for cutting the cardstock. I think this is such a fun one. I wanted some words too, so I also went with the bundle of the scallop blooms. So it has some coordinating dies, which make this such a fun card to create. Using this large flower and some black ink, I went ahead and stamped it. And then I'm going to use this shading flower with the crisp cantaloupe ink. I'm going to open up that ink pad and simply squish it a little bit and then tap it to get lots of fun color on. Now I'm going to stamp it off on some scrap paper, stamp it off again on that scrap paper, and then stamp it on my image. It's really amazing to me how easily these stamp. All right, it's barely there. That's exactly what I want. Just this hint of gorgeous color, and the speckles show up really well on there. Now, I've decided to take the lightest cantaloupe, crisp cantaloupe Stampin' Blend. And I'm going to simply highlight these lines and also do a little bit of outlining on here so that it's going to give it just a little bit more pizzazz, a little bit more of a coloring feel to it, and give it a little bit more depth and texture to the card. A couple more. Okay, I like how that turned out. That's going to be so pretty. Then I'll die cut that out. I took the larger scallop. I did a little bit of embossing with the Paradise Garden to add some texture, and it has this gorgeous stitching all around the side. So that's pretty cool. And I know it's barely going to fit on my card. So I want to have it like this, and I'm going to put it onto the card so that it opens with this top flap. So I'm going to turn it over to be exactly where I want it to go. And now I'm going to know where to put my tear and tape. I'm going to use tear and tape because this is a fun fold card. It's going to get opened and shut a lot, hopefully. So we want to be sure we've got some really strong adhesive and it makes our elements stay exactly where we put them. So just a couple of pieces there, and I'm going to take off that backing. I like to use my take your pick tool. Push it down a little bit better with my fingers, and then it easily lifts that paper backing right off. Hey, there we go. All right. And now to put this onto the card. Okay, so making sure I've got it where I want it. All right. I'm a little nervous. I want to make sure it gets exactly the right spot. So let's see how I did. Ah, only adhere to the back. Yay, it was perfect. All right. It worked. Okay, so it's on there and it helps give a little bit of a space for the eye to rest with all these patterns going on. So that's fabulous. And then this is going to get adhered right to the top. So a little bit of adhesive on there. You can use glue, whatever it is that you like to use. And it's got these fun little elements on there that I had put on. So making sure that's all on there real well. Good. Okay. So the card opens up easily. Good. All right. Now for the fun part. I'm going to go ahead and take some of the crisp cantaloupe ribbon. I'm going to place it. First, I want a little bit of adhesive down so it stays in place. And I'm going to put it down and then loop it, but I want a little bit more adhesive on here so that it will stay in place again. And I'm going to loop it down like that-ish, and then a little bit more adhesive to loop it again like that. And let's see if that's going to work for my flower because I could always move it or unloop it if I want to. So I'm going to just bring it this way instead so that it's out of the way of where I want to put the flower. I think I'll make it just a little bit bigger too, so it's out of the way of the flower. Okay, does that make one side more loopy? Nope, I think that'll be really good. So we're going to go ahead and have it be there. I'm going to cut it with my detail scissors. I can always trim more off later. And that's how to get a really quick bow on there. And now for the sentiment. I die cut this with those same die cuts and I masked off the bottom of the sentiment from this one. Let's see if I can share that with you. You can see how it has thank you for being there for me. And I only wanted that nice thank you. So I masked it off and stamped it. So I'm going to put this, I think, right here toward the edge. And I'm going to put some adhesive behind part of it so that it goes right around there. I'm going to kind of move the flower a little bit until I'm happy with where it would end up being. And I've got this white piece that I die cut because everything was so cantaloupe. I decided to have some white on there. Okay, so I'm going to put this on with a dimensional as well because I want it to kind of be free floating on there and not be stuck to the card so much. So I'm sticking it to the flower instead and let it go off like so. And now for the inside, I have a piece has been cut to be 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to put a little adhesive on it and place it inside. I did do a little 1/2 inch strip of the coordinating designer series paper at the bottom just to help tie the inside of the card in with the outside of the card. And just like that, we started with one piece of cardstock and we've ended up with 2 fun fold cards that look absolutely fabulous. And I truly think that my favorite thing about this design is that you really can make it your own. You know, you can keep it quick and simple just by doing a stamped sentiment, maybe add a few little embellishments if you want to. Or you could even add some layers and some beautiful ribbon. Or you could go all out with texture, stamping, and those embellishments. This fun fold works beautifully no matter where you decide to stop. And I'd love to know which of these versions is more you. Are you more simple, a little slightly stepped up, or someone who says, give me all the layers? Let me know in the chat or leave me a comment if you're watching the replay. I'd love to know. And there we have it. 1 fun fold and 2 beautiful cards. I love a design that gives you so much more. It's twice the creative fun. So don't forget your free downloadable PDF tutorial. The link to the blog post is down in the video description. Thanks so much for spending some creative time with me today. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day today and that you have a chance to get inky. Bye.